Hello, my name is Trevor Cutmore. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I hope you're enjoying this series. Last week, I talked about should we buy property in the UK with the market seeing higher interest rates and inflation going through the roof. The answer was yes, and I gave my reasons. This week, what are we talking about? What are the biggest mistakes people may make when buying a property? There's really two, I think. One is people do wait too long, and my experience with property investors that I've met, and I've met thousands in the UK and helped many of them, is that people really think, I'm just going to wait to see the values come down. I did mention last week in my video that inflation is giving your value of cash in the bank a less and less value. It's decreasing in its value. So bricks and mortar is the thing that is really going to always go up over time, always. And we're going to talk about that in the next video. However, the interesting part is people wait a bit too long. But in my opinion, the number one mistake is that they don't do enough due diligence, and they certainly don't have enough knowledge about property, and especially bricks and mortar. I'm always shocked with the people that I mentor and I teach. I'm always shocked that they really don't understand about the fabric of a building. What does damp mean? What do cracks mean? What is subsidence? Can you easily fix subsidence? What is Japanese knotweed? People say, what's that? It's amazing because so many people in their own work will study. They will go really high in that intellectual understanding of what they have to do in their business and their own work or whatever field they're in. But when it comes to investing their hard-earned money into property, they lack a huge amount of knowledge, and many of them don't even try to underpin that or learn more. A lot of trainers do have bad reputations in the UK, and in my opinion, rightfully so, without a doubt, and I get that. But it doesn't stop you from searching and finding out good trainers who have really got real experience and not just giving it all the mouth that it looks like they know what they're doing. There's enough of that going on, there really is. However, when you do your due diligence on a property, that is where you're going to know if it's the right property or not. Let me give you a golden tip. Start at the end and work back. What does that mean? If you're going to buy a property for £100,000 and you want to keep doing property, you've now got to think, okay, I buy 100,000, and people start like this. Okay, bit of stamp duty, bit of works, and yeah, it's only going to cost me this. Completely wrong. You've got to go back. After you've done your works in the property and tied that up, what's it going to be worth? So let's say it's 150. So can you buy it at 100, or are you buying it 120? You're buying it 130? I don't know what you're going to pay for it, but you've got to work it out. But this is how I work it out. Look at a property, and I can tell you one property was on the market for 120, offers over 120. But when I looked at it, I said, well, I think it's going to be worth 150 to 160. But I've got to spend about £20,000 worth of money on it. I've also got stamp duty, I've got legal fees, and I've got some interest charges and arrangement fees for lending. So if I take that all into account, there's probably, let's say, £30,000. So at £30,000, if I was to buy a £100,000 property and it's now worth 150, I've made £20,000. Great. What I actually did with that particular property is I offered £100,000. Offers over 120, I offered 100. So they accepted, I bought it, I spent our 20, so all in about 30 in all, and now it's worth the 150, 160. And actually that's gone up greatly in value right now, and that's been a very good property. But the thing is, it's not just working numbers, and so many new property investors look at numbers. You've got to look at the fabric of the building. Understand, if there's cracks, what does it mean to fix them? Look, for instance, with this mortar that comes down, if you have a crack that follows that, okay, not too bad. We can do something. Depending how thick that crack is, you want to be careful. You can get a finger in the crack, run away. It's serious, it's a severe crack. But if you have a crack that goes through a brick like that, you've got serious problems. And this is where you need to get a specialist, structural engineering, and do a report if you're still interested in the property. But it's going to cost you a lot more to fix. Look, I'm not here to go through a whole training course on understanding, but the number one is people don't do due diligence. Also, look at location, look what's near it, and if you want a golden tip, if you're thinking of buying it to rent, go there at night, 10, half past 10, 11 o'clock at night, park up, and walk down the road and see how it feels. All right, guys, listen, I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe, please comment, put your comments down, and so I can start answering your questions. And I would like the feedback, see what you think of these short little mini videos. Subscribe, please. Next week, we're talking about, should I invest long-term or short-term? I'll see you next week. Take care, guys. God bless you.